Hello, everyone, and welcome to my podcast, Raw in Wonderland. I'm so happy you're here with me today again. Today's episode is bathed in moonlight, woven with sighs, starlight, and Dostoyevsky's melancholy magic. We're wandering into the dreamlike streets of white nights, a novella that's part love story, part emotional awakening, and entirely relatable to anyone who's ever loved, longed, or lived mostly inside their own head. Grab your coffee, wrap yourself in a shawl of soft existential dread, and let's take a walk through the white nights of St. Petersburg. Our unnamed narrator, let's just call him the dreamer or Mr. Introvert 1848, is a young man who lives more inside his imagination than the actual streets of St. Petersburg. He walks at night, talks to the buildings, yes, talks, and has emotional support canal. Then, one night under the silvery glow of the white nights, when the sun never fully sets, he meets her, Nastenka. She is crying by a canal. He is awkward, she is honest. It's a social miracle. Over 4 nights, they meet, they talk, they bond, they laugh, and surprise, he falls in love. But plot twist, she's waiting for someone else, and he is not that someone. On the fourth night, her old love returns. She runs to him. The dreamer is left with a broken heart and a meager goodbye note. He reads it in the morning light and whispers to the wind, "A moment of happiness, that's enough for a whole lifetime." End of the story. Now let's pause our story walking and look inside the emotional windows of these characters. The dreamer is a textbook case of avoidant attachment mixed with a vivid fantasy life. He doesn't just romanticize love. He builds an entire imaginary world where he can finally be seen. Meeting Nastenka isn't just love, it's validation. It's being real for the first time. And that's why the heartbreak feels existential. Because he wasn't just losing a person, he was losing the version of himself he briefly became with her. Nastenka, on the other hand, is in transition. Raised by an overbearing grandmother, isolated yet hungry for connection, she's caught between the safety of the past and the uncertainty of a new relationship. She's honest, brutally so, but also doesn't fully understand the power she holds over the dreamer. She's not cruel, just human. And that's what makes this story timeless. It's not about betrayal. It's about the sweet ache of almost. As they say, the only thing worse than something not happening is whether it seems like it will happen. Imagine going on 4 emotionally intense night walks with someone, only to get ghosted with a polite love letter. That's 19th century Russian dating, darling. Swipe left on heartbreak, but Dostoevsky makes us feel it anyway. Also, small detail, the dreamer falls in love with a girl he's known for less than a week. Freud would have a field day. Jung would offer him a nature walk, and I would make him a coffee and say, "Sweetie, maybe pace yourself next time." White Nights is a story about longing, for love, for connection, for being known. It reminds us that some people come into our lives not to stay, but to open a door inside us. A door that says, "You are capable of feeling deeply. You can love, and you will survive even when it doesn't end the way you hoped." And maybe, just maybe, that's enough for one season of the soul. Until next time, stay curious, stay kind, and remember, sometimes a heartbroken poet is just a romantic with a great taste in street lamps. Bye, guys!